What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday, December 2nd, 2018, and I'm back at it again with some more free picks for y'all today in NFL football. And I have some stuff on Twitter and Instagram for NBA basketball, so check that out too. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get these free and complimentary picks as soon as I post them on a daily basis. We are here 7 days a week, 365 days a year to provide you with free content that you can use to, continue to pad your bankroll and your pockets. All right. So let's get into today's action that I have for you. Today's a NFL day, and today is looking like it's going to be a majority of a dog day. I think the dogs are going to bark loud again today in the NFL. And yesterday it was coming off a 1-2 day. So we won one and we lost two. The two that we lost, I don't know if y'all saw that South Carolina game. It was crazy. South Carolina was up 28-3. They had to win by 29 points. Some people got at 28 points. But they're up at halftime 28-3 and did not score another point in the second half. Nobody scored the second half. So the game ended up at 28-3. They just shut it down. They just stopped trying to play hard. They just stopped, really getting into their offense. It was really shady, but we got caught. So that was one. And then we lost on the Alabama game with the injury to Tua Tagovailoa. The Alabama didn't seem like themselves, and they still gave up way too many points. I didn't like that. They still should cover the spread with their defense stifling this Georgia offense, which was really one-dimensional for a long time. You saw it in the second half. They shut down their offense. But in the first half, what you saw was really one player getting off. That was Swift. That boy can play. He's a good running back. He's going to do well in NFL for a while. I like Swift. He has nice cuts. He knows how to get upfield. He has nice power and speed. So they had one guy that was killing pretty much the whole first half, and they couldn't make an adjustment. It was weird. So we lost that one. We did get Clemson late night. They did what they were supposed to do, just like the other games should have. And so we should have went 3-0 yesterday. We was very close to it, and then it ended up being 1-2. So we're back at it today with some more information, which I really like these games and the research that I've done over the last 3 days on these games. So let's jump into it today. Your first free pick is going to be in the Indianapolis Colts -4. They're on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars, but the Jaguars, we've seen over the last few days, actually since this whole year, they have a hangover. From way back in the Super Bowl days, they just have not been playing right since. Their defense that was getting all the turnovers and not getting the turnovers that they're getting. The sacks they used to get, they're not getting the sacks that they used to get. So this team is still not 100%. And more importantly, on offense, after they gave all that money to Bortles, he is playing subpar football. It's like he's regressed from last year where he had increase in his play. And this year he's fallen back a little bit. And so when he's fallen back, the team overall has fallen back. And so I like the Indianapolis Colts, which is on the other side of things. Who have been playing really good football. Did not cover last week, so that's why I like to give more to cover this week, the spread. They're playing good football. Andrew Luck's doing what they need to do. If Jacksonville's not getting pressure on Andrew, he's going to be able to get the ball off, and we're going to see a very nice win for the Indianapolis Colts. That's your first pick. And we're going 6 units on that. Your second pick, also in the early games, is the Denver Broncos -4. Yes, both these teams are on the road, but I like these teams on the road just because they're playing really good football. Now, Denver's playing well. It's ugly football, but this is the time of year where they start really playing. It gets cold. Their defense starts doing more. You don't want to get hit by that defense. They're flying around, with Von Miller doing his thing and the rest of the defense. I like Denver to cover the 4-point spread. Bengals do get A.J. Green back today, I believe. And on top of that, if he's not back, just no matter what, the team just doesn't seem right. Andrew Dalton, the defense is giving up points. The offense is sporadic and inconsistent. Going against this defense, I really like the way Denver has a chance in this game to blow out Cincinnati. So those are your 2 free picks today. They're They are favorites, and I like taking. But the rest of the picks today, leans, which I like a lot of these leans too. So you can make these free picks if you like, depending on how you want to do it. But the leans today are all dogs. I like the dogs really today. If you're going to do a parlay today, I would suggest doing it with the dogs instead of the favorites. You single bet these favorites because you never know what can happen. But I do like the San Francisco 49ers plus 10 today. I believe it is still at. Yes, plus 10 against the Seattle Seahawks. We've seen the public jump all over Seattle. Majority of the money, I believe, like 60% of the bets have been on Seattle and rising. That was before today. And so if you're seeing the majority of money in public tickets being placed on the Seahawks, but you've seen the line move the other way, that's what we talk about in the past videos as an reverse line move. And so I see Frisco actually covering this 10-point spread. I always see when you have a 10-point spread and the favorite money line is plus 500 or 460 like you see on some of these games, like that worries me a little bit. It should be closer to plus 800. And so since it's not, that says to me that this is going to be a closer game than people believe. So take the 10 point with the 49ers. Your second lean today is the Ravens plus 3. You're going to buy it from 2.5 up to 3 on the road against the Falcons. It's going to go either way in this game. Someone's going to get blown out, and I would go with the better defense. Right now, the defense for the Ravens is playing much, much better, and the offense is a little bit better. They have Lamar Jackson, who's creating a different dynamic right now for defenses, so they have to think a lot more. So that is creating holes, running lanes. I think we're going to see the Ravens dominate this game and win this outright. But we're going to take the 2.5 and buy up to 3 just in case things don't turn out that way. Next, I like the Browns plus 6. We're going to buy it from 5.5 up to 6. Why do I like the Browns? Because, I really don't like Baker Mayfield. I used to like him until this whole little thing that he did with Hugh Jackson. I found it disrespectful, borderline questionable in regards to where that was coming from, and how he just disrespected the brother. I didn't like that. I'm not a huge fan of Baker Mayfield, his antics, because it seems like it always goes borderline disrespectful, and I don't like that. So, but anyway, in this game, it's about making money. And you know what? I just think the Browns, with their passing offense, is going to be able to hold in the number. They're not going to win against the Houston Texans, but they're going to stay within the number. We picked the Texans earlier this week on Monday, and we won. Earlier last week, or whatever you want to call it. But this today, a short week, you're playing in the morning game. You're playing against the Brown teams that's hot, throwing the ball really well. So take the Browns plus 5, buy up to 6, okay? And also I like the Cardinals plus 13.5. We'll buy up to 14. I'm sorry, not the Cardinals. I do like the Cardinals plus 14. That's a very small lean. But I actually like the Giants. So with the Giants, I think the Giants have a chance to win this game outright against the Bears. Bears defense is great. I just don't think that they're going to be able to reproduce what we saw on Thanksgiving. So they've had a little more rest for the Giants. I'm sorry for the Bears. But I just feel like without Mitchell Trubisky in the game playing 100%, the Giants have a really good chance of covering the spread. Maybe not winning. I will sprinkle a little bit on them to win this game straight up. But I think the 4 points is a safe way to go. Take the 4 points. So those are the leans I have, just as good as the free picks. Thus, what I have for you today to recap: we like Denver, we like the Colts at -4, and then we also like San Francisco, the Ravens, the Browns, the Cardinals, the Giants. You even like the Vikings. I like the Vikings today to do what they're supposed to do at +6 against the Patriots. Today is going to be a dog day. So take those dogs, get this money. If you can do a little parlay, it might be a nice day to do a parlay with a lot of these dogs, because getting those points is very crucial. And you have to, again, prove to me that you're going to blow a professional team out by 10 or 14 points. That's just a lot. These people got pride. So take that money. Let's get it, y'all. Have a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.